I knew about San Leandro when I lived in San Diego, because in the civil rights movement, you have your ear to the ground on all the places in the country that actively displayed racism. I knew the history of San Leandro as being one of the most racist cities in America, just as much as Birmingham and Tupelo, Mississippi, and other places where I had been. My second day on moving to San Leandro, I went to City Hall and got a meeting with the mayor, Ellen Corbett. And in our conversations, she did not disagree with me about the challenges that San Leandro had and had for 100 years. I also found out that she had just gotten elected to the assembly, which meant that she was going to have to make an appointment to her seat. So my next meeting was with the police chief, Bob McGinnis. And Bob and I became friends. Bob is the person that told me that he was born and raised in Oakland, and when he came on the police force and heard all these bad stories about San Leandro, he found all of them to be true. And at that particular time, in 1995, Bob had the most integrated and diverse department in the city. And so I decided, after a couple of meetings with him, to meet with the city manager, who also did not disagree with the challenges. And I decided to organize African Americans for Better San Leandro. And so in doing so, I just happened to run into a friend of mine from San Diego who was living in San Leandro. And he is a brother of a very, very close friend of mine in San Diego who's an attorney and who worked in the Black Action Committee. And so I got him to partner with me to start recruiting people to address the issues. And I made a request to the city to use a room that we could meet in City Hall. Initially, it was turned down because they were undergoing renovations of City Hall, and so I was offered a room at the library, and I refused. And my refusal was that black folk had never been really successful in going to City Hall and were not welcome at City Hall, so I wanted a meeting in a room in City Hall so black folk could understand that their tax dollars should allow them to go to City Hall and get all the civil services that they needed.